Hello and welcome to Coffee Chat with Dream Life Creators, a podcast where we inspire, motivate, encourage, but also give you practical tips to live your dream life here and now. I'm your host, Alenka Terzic, and today I'm excited to chat with Maxine Clancy. Hey, Maxine.
Hello. Lovely to be here.
Thank you for joining me.
My pleasure.
And I will talk in this interview with Maxine how to create online courses that make a difference and how to market them on the Amazon. But Maxine, you are not a course creator, or you don't sell that. What is your core business? What do you do?
So my core business is I'm a relationship coach, and I specialize in divorce and also in finding love. What I do is I help people get the love that they want in life.
Sounds great. And, so much needed topic, right?
Yeah, I think we all want more love in our lives, and it's something that people go through, breakups, people have difficulty finding love, finding the partner they want, and then obviously sometimes that ends up in divorce, etc. So yeah, I feel very blessed and very fortunate to be able to help people, have the love they want in their lives. It's been my journey anyway, so that's my core business.
That's the easiest to teach when you go through something and you learn. That's how I started my business.
Absolutely, yeah.
When you're looking for solutions for yourself and you realize, wow, I'm not alone in this, many people are struggling.
Yeah, totally. Which is actually why I started creating online courses. As we know, it's like it's actually a multi-billion pound industry, really.
Right.
And I think, for me, I've been through 2 divorces, and my first divorce was very much, I wanted the divorce, and I got married very young, and we wanted different things. My husband at the time, he decided he didn't want to have children. I wanted children. So it was natural to sort of say, okay, well, we need a divorce, But in my second marriage, it was very different. And I certainly didn't want the divorce. And, my husband had affairs, etc., etc. And so it was devastating when we broke up. And I think having gone through all that, because I was already a coach, I thought to myself, you know what, I need to be able to help take my experience and what I learned and how I transformed my life completely, and show other people how to do it. And that's why I started making online courses.
Yeah, and that's actually, I think that a lot of people relate to that they go through and then they start teaching and then they discover courses, because what better way to have a passive income. But you create courses on Amazon, and I know there are a lot of platforms out there, and a lot of different ways you can teach a course.
Yeah.
But how did you come up? Where did you find Amazon to host your courses?
Okay. So Amazon don't actually host the course. I host my course off somewhere else. So there's Thinkific, there's Teachable, there's Kajabi, all those places. And Amazon is the marketplace for selling and marketing the course.
Okay.
So it's 2 completely different things. And how it came about, Alenka, is really interesting, because originally my plan, it's like anything, all your sort of, your dream life creators, they're out there, they're creating their business. You yourself, you've got really great success with your vision boards and the various things. You still need to have people that are going to buy. And my experience, like I love Facebook. I actually way prefer Instagram, because I'm really visual, and I love Pinterest, and I'm really visual, and I love those sort of things. And I know Facebook is about the conversation, etc., and groups, and all that feels really time consuming. And I don't know about you, but I sometimes get onto Facebook and I'm on there for one reason. And before I know it, I've gone down these winding little paths, like I'm in Morocco, in Marrakesh. And I'm ended up, in the Canaries when I wanted to be in the, the spice market or something. So that's my experience of Facebook.
No, it's the same for me. I have actually on computer, I have this feed eradicator installed. So I don't see anything. I have to go to my phone or iPad, specifically to go through the feed, to like and comment.
I need that.
But it is still, you go to one group and you get sucked in all the conversations and and the drama sometimes.
Yeah, totally. So what happened to me when my strategy, my planned strategy was, okay, I'm going to create this online course and then I'm going to sell it. I'm going to use Groupon to market it. Because as we know, Groupon was that place you could go to. Udemy is a similar type thing. And I thought, if I put my courses there, then I will get sales. Well, Groupon decided they weren't actually taking on any more courses. I think they'd sort of like done that, been there, done it, and they decided they were pausing that for a while. So I suddenly thought, okay, cool. How am I going to sell my course other than, people that know me and through groups, et cetera, which, to be fair, a lot of it felt really time consuming. So I thought, well, there has to be another marketplace. Where do I go shopping? I mean, where do you go shopping when you want anything? Most people, they go to Amazon.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, my Amazon bill each month is huge.
I prefer eBay because of the shipping costs, and from Amazon, it's it can be more than an item itself. But yeah, I get your point. You're right. Everyone knows about Amazon, right?
Yeah. Well, you see, the good thing about a digital course on Amazon or, an online course on Amazon, there's no shipping costs.
Exactly. Right. Yes,
marketplace, ready buyers, people who've got their credit cards already in there. And what's really interesting, and this is the key to selling on Amazon, is you have to get your course designed around the keywords that people are already searching for on Amazon. So what happened to me is I sort of thought, okay, cool. There must be a way of selling products on Amazon. So I started to do a whole load of research around that. And it's little known. Not a lot of people know that you can sell products.
Yeah, right.
And this is why I think, business, this is what I think business is about. Having those little gaps, seeing those little gaps in the market and going, oh, okay, you can actually do this. Who knows about this? Nobody knows about this. Let's solve a problem. So that, and that's why I actually created, an ebook based on how to market and sell your products, digital courses, online courses on Amazon, because I just saw that no one was telling anyone how to do it. And I sort of wrote it didn't take me that long to write it because I knew how to do it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then I just thought, okay, cool. This is very clever.
So tell me, how do you, because that's a question that comes a lot, but it's not so much about the course but combining the two, because people know you as a love coach or relationship coach, because I know I'm also multi-passionate, and that's where my dream life creation comes around, where I can put everything in the business, the life, the vision boards, whatever I create, I can put under. So how do you go about being the relationship coach, and now you're telling and teaching how to create courses?
Well, I see myself as a relationship coach. That is my business. That's my
right. Yes.
Do okay, and it's not that I'm going to suddenly start marketing myself as this person that does. I create online courses anyway. I mean, I think part of the challenge that I actually have is I'm very creative, and I think actually one of the things I really love doing is creating stuff. And I have hundreds of ideas. I mean, I have this notebook here full of ideas. And as my boyfriend says to me, you need to like work on the ones which are most, that you love the most, and which obviously that there's profit streams in, and that you're going to spend your time on. And so what I noticed particularly with this is to me, it's like a little thing that I've created. And what it has taught me is about, we're all entrepreneurs, we're creative beings.
Yes, of course.
We've got this opportunity. There's so many opportunities out there in the world. And when you see like a little gap in the market, or you see, you come up with an idea that you think, oh, that's going to make a difference. So that's what I did. I created the little ebook, and then I mentioned it in a couple of groups on Facebook, and loads of people were like, oh, we want to buy that, we want to buy that, we want to buy that. So then I obviously pointed them to where they could buy it, which is great. As a result of that, I had a couple of people approach me and say, hey, would love to do a JV with you because I've got this audience. Are you set up for affiliates? And I went, nope. Nope. But I can find out how to do that. So what it's really made me do is it's made me sort of go, okay, and I think this is how maybe things happen in life, you know, little ideas and things. You know, you suddenly go, okay, someone wants to buy this. So now I've got a couple of people doing the, you know, putting it in front of their audiences and selling the book for me. And all I've had to do is learn how to put an affiliate thing on my website, which I did very easily. And now I had someone just the other day email me and say, hey, I'd love to sell your book. So I think it's about really, you know, grasping that entrepreneurial spirit and saying, okay, I've got a solution to something, and opening it out there. And like what you teach people is the universe comes to you and starts to put things effortlessly in your path.
No, and I completely agree, but there are still so many, let's say, coaches out there or experts or whatever. You have to niche, you have to be known for one thing. And, you know, I know that I struggled because I've created the same that you are creating, and I have millions of ideas that you know, maybe I need 3 lifetimes to go through them. But yeah, like you said, you know, I put something out and then people start asking not so much about the content of the course, but how did you do it? You know, the backside, and a lot of people struggle with the tech and the, you know, how to put things together. That's how I started, you know,
right,
about all this background stuff. But this is not what I do. And how do you mix them both? And, you know,
yes,
you have to be, you know, confident, and you have to say, look, this is who I am.
Yeah, and you know, it's really interesting because I think that there's a couple of things that go on, like, you know, and it goes back to, you know, my core business and, you know, do we worry about what other people think of us? You know, do we let other people's opinions get in the way of us being who we are in the world? And look, you know, I'm not going to suddenly go down the path of being a business coach or
right.
You know, how to do this, etc., etc. That's not what I love to do. You know, I've got an idea for a TV show. I'd rather go do the work on that and pitch the TV show. And, you know, it's about relationships and about all this sort of thing. And I'd rather do that. But at the same time, I think when you find out how to do something and there is a little gap in the market and you suddenly go, you know, oh, okay, I could teach people how to do this. I mean, I find it fascinating. Do you spend much time on Pinterest?
No, not really. No.
So I've always been an early taker up of things. So I was probably on Instagram way before most people was. Same with Pinterest. You know, I like to do things, but very quickly I see something, you know, and I sort of start playing around with it or whatever. Well, I hadn't been on Pinterest for ages. And then I was on it because I was looking for some ideas about something. And I suddenly noticed, wow, so many people have turned Pinterest into the marketing tool that it can be and using it really, really well. And there's so much information on there. It's unbelievable. So I think that what it's about is you have to find what really resonates with you. And if you do something and it leads you to, it's a stepping stone to somewhere else that is your alignment with your soul, then do it. Don't worry about what other people think. And I think too many people worry about what other people think, what they're going to say. And, you know, I mean, I've done this recently myself. I'm known for divorce because that was my space for a long time. And I had my 50th birthday and I felt, you know, I met a man at the beginning of the end of last year and, you know, am I in love, all that sort of stuff. And I just woke up after my birthday and I thought, you know what? I want to talk about love. So I want to talk about, I've been talking about divorce for the last 5 years. I'm fed up with talking about love. Not that I'm not going to work with people on divorce. I've got my courses, happy to work with anyone that comes to me and says, I'm going through a terrible divorce. But I want to talk right now about love. So I've suddenly sort of veered off this. People might go, I thought she was the divorce girl. Well, no, I'm the love girl. You know, it doesn't really matter.
Well, I completely agree with you because that's how my journey is actually, you know, the thing that I am working on and, you know, that I focus in my life, that's what's going on in my life. That's where I'm, you know,
Totally.
what I'm sharing. So that is perfect. But if we go back to the course,
Yes.
you said that you have affiliate links on your website, or where you host your don't doesn't Amazon has its own affiliate program, or wouldn't that be easier?
Do you know, I'm not an expert on Amazon itself.
No, I'm just asking for the reasons why you chose to go this way and not with what Amazon offers.
I think you're right. They do have, and I think this is because, like, it goes back to, this isn't my core business. It's kind of like something I learned how to do, and lots of people have bought the book, and it's helping lots of people to put their courses, you know, onto Amazon. So I haven't even really explored that, and you've just given me an idea, because I've thought, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I could do it that way, and link my product to their affiliates that are already on there. Is that what you're saying I could do?
Yeah. I mean, that would be my first step, because I know that a lot of people sell affiliate books. I mean, sell books as affiliates, or have other products as affiliate, you know.
Well, then that makes absolute sense that I would put my book on Amazon and then get them to sell my book, which is about how to market on Amazon.
Yeah, you have to, I think that you have to see what they are offering, how much they are giving you, and if you have any choice of the, you know, of the percentage that you are giving forward. So
that's a great idea. Thank you.
You're totally welcome. It's all about learning, and, you know, like, we are creators all the time.
I know, and this is the thing, Alenka, isn't it? You see, it's about, you know, communicating, sharing ideas, sharing information. You know, whose information is it anyway? It's up there in the ether, isn't it? It's
absolutely.
Like whoever lassoes it and brings it down and makes it into concrete reality in that moment of time. And I've had that happen so many times, where I've gone, oh, I've got this idea about something, and you don't follow it through, and then you see 6 weeks, you know, a month later, or 6 months later, a year later, someone's got that idea that you had, and you think, oh, I should have done that. Why didn't I do that? You know?
Yeah, but, you know, it wasn't the right time for you.
Exactly.
So how is the Amazon different from other platforms, apart from already being a huge marketplace? Because there are platforms that are specific for courses, like Udemy and other platforms.
So
how do you treat Amazon differently?
Yeah. So what happens really? When you're selling an online course or a digital product on Amazon, all you're actually selling is the coupon to buy the course. So you're not hosting it there. None of the information is there is a way of putting information on Amazon, but it's very it's not very smooth, and it doesn't, I personally, from a user's experience, it wouldn't work very well. I don't think it works very well anyway. So all you're really doing is you're literally using Amazon as a marketplace, and the customer will see your product there, a bit like when you go and buy a book on Amazon. They'll look at it. It looks, you know, you have to very clearly differentiate that it's an online course, but they'll look at it. It'll come up in the search. When they type in the right SEO words, it'll come up, and they'll see it as an online course. And literally what they're doing is they are buying a coupon from there, which they then take that coupon and they go to wherever your course is hosted. So if it's hosted on like Thinkific, where my courses are hosted, the link it is on that Thinkific site, and when they go to the checkout, they'll put in their coupon code, and that coupon will obviously, they've already paid for that, so it's like 100% off coupon, which they've purchased on Amazon, and then they get access on your platform. So if people are thinking about doing this, a couple of things that people go, why would I now want to host it on Amazon? Because I've already put all my information over here and it's all there. Yeah. And gosh, that sounds like hard work. Nope. You don't have to do any more work. It's literally already there, but you have to have a platform that will allow you to create coupons. So some of the platforms don't. So you need to make sure you're on one that allows that. Kajabi and all these Thinkific, Teachable, they all do. So you wouldn't really want, and the other thing you have to think about is, say, like on Udemy, If your course is only hosted on Udemy, that's not going to work for you, because Udemy will take a percentage.
Right.
Yeah. Amazon are going to take a percentage. Amazon take 30%, which personally is, you might go, that's a lot. But when you think of the size of the marketplace, and the more and more people start, there's some courses that aren't suitable, I don't think, because you've got to think about the fact that Amazon is a consumer marketplace predominantly. So if you've got a very professional course that's very, very niche in, I don't know, some technology or something, it's not going to be the place to put your course. But if you've got something, lots of people have really creative arts courses, painting, divorce, stress courses, anger management, those type of things. If you've got certain, the type that, you or I, normal consumers, are going to buy, then it's a great place to put your course.
Yeah, so you're using Amazon more like a billboard or an ad service.
Exactly.
Not for the...
And you can even buy advertising with them.
Yes.
You can do all that sort of stuff. So it's what it really is. It's, you've obviously got your course on your website marketed there. You might market it in your Facebook group. You might market it in all different places. It's just another marketplace. But what it is, it's a ready-made market.
Yeah.
And it's a trusted marketplace.
Exactly.
Where people know that it's, but you still have to have your customer service. Amazon don't provide a customer service to it. It's like anything. You're just really, like you say, it's a billboard. It gets in front of people's eyes. That's really what it is.
Yeah, and when you said professionals, I think that might be a good place to put professional, because we are all people, and even professionals are looking for, let's say, books around their own profession, and they might stumble upon your product or something. And I know that you're not course coach, or that this is not your main, but what did you find in creating your own course is that thing that draws people in? What's the important thing that they buy and they go and check it out?
So this will be my advice on creating courses. Having created 3 courses now, online courses. My first course, I actually did a program on how to create courses. And I think if you know your business, like your area of expertise really well, the common problem that most people have is they know a lot of information.
Yeah.
And we want to impart as much information as possible. And I think when I created my first online course, it was like a big course. It was, like a 4-week program. Well, 4 modules. It had 4 different modules, which could be done weekly. I had so much content in my head, but I was trying to squash it all into one particular course. Yeah. And what I realized, it was really weird. Like, it took me quite a while to get this course out of me. And it's a book as well. I haven't finished the book, but it's the book's the same thing. It's called The Divorce Detox, and it's how to positively flush out your ex. And it was really bizarre because I wrote this whole course. I did it, did all the videos, it was like a mammoth. It was like birthing a baby. It really was. And at the end of I did it, I was kind of like, I was sitting there one day and I was thinking, yeah, but this is a big course. I need something that's going to lead people to this course where we know about funnels and lead magnets, and have something at a smaller price. And this is worth so much money because this is so valuable, the information in this course. I can't sell it for 40 quid. I was thinking to myself, So I suddenly went, what would be the lead into this course? And it just dropped like that. I think I had to create the other one for the other one to drop. And literally within a week, I'd created the other course. And it was a smaller course, and it was about the stress that people go through, because when people are going through divorce, they're really stressed. It's a big problem, and stress has affects us in so many different ways. And so what I literally did was I created a shorter course, which is like little videos with a little download with each video. And I did it within a week. And I was like, oh my God, that's really amazing. But I think, I needed to do the other bit. So what I would say to people now is create lots of smaller courses. And then you can bundle it all together and sell it as a big course if people want that. But if you've got a smaller course that's easily priced, and this is the thing, and I tell you, this was why I was going with Groupon, because what I learned about the whole Groupon strategy is that most people will spend under £30 on something that they're interested in. Have you heard what we have, that ceiling, that upper limit, particularly around money? We have it where we comfortably go, oh, and we could actually spend like a lot of money in a month of under 30 quid, which is most people's comfort zone. Yeah. But if they're going to spend 50 quid, they think about it. And if they're going to spend £100, they really think about it, and et cetera, depending on your financial, security.
Of course.
So with Amazon, with Groupon, that's why they sell a lot of courses very inexpensively. And what happens with Groupon is you get to have the email contact details. So you also build your list at the same time with Groupon. Very clever.
Yep.
And what I realized was, when people are sitting there, they'll happily spend. So if you can do something that's very small, if you've got lots of expertise, do them in small blocks, because people will buy them. Obviously, you want to be giving them massive value and solving their problem. That's the given. But if you do it like that, and then you can actually market and sell your products a lot easier. And someone might go, I know, like someone might go, oh, I don't have children, so why would I want that divorce course when it's got stuff about children in? Well, if you have it as little bits, then they'll pick and choose what they want. It's like going to the buffet, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. I see a lot of, again, coaches, teaching, you have to have high-paying clients and everything. But, people don't really know you, or, when they first see you, they might be interested in the topic. They might want to learn more, try you out, test you, or maybe just, it really is nothing, like you said, to, let's say, throw away $30 or, it doesn't bother them because we all spend, 20 or 30 on anything, and it's easier for people to get to know you and easier to try you out, and they will give you a chance, rather than when you sell this big course and they're not really sure if it's worth, if you will provide the value that you are offering. And
of course,
so that's a great entry point to their emails and to their heads and everything.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Build up.
And I think providing, you really create something that, one, solves the problem, two, that gives them really good value. So you're building that relationship, you're building that trust. Not everybody's going to like your style. I'm quite a straight talker. I talk about, I'm very spiritual, and I talk about a lot of spiritual stuff, and I talk about consciousness. But I'm not airy-fairy, and I'm not fluffy. And not everybody likes the fact that I'm not fluffy. Some people will be like the fluffy person, and that's great. That's that person's audience. Cool. My audience, I'm straight talking. I'm very matter of fact. I hold people accountable to things, and I say it as it is. And some people don't like that, which is fine. It's fine by me. I don't need everybody, but I want the people that resonate with that to come and work with me. So that's the way I see it. And that's going to be the same for your, the people that your audience, that have got the skills, talents, like the way you do work. It's a certain, people buy you, don't they, really, at the end of the day?
Yeah. It's whatever you're doing, it's people's business. It's especially in this coaching and consulting and mentoring and whatever you're doing. We are our business. We are our brand. We are, and they have to resonate with us. And if they don't, you're not friends with everyone in your life, or whoever meets you. So it's the same with the business. And I totally agree. So Maxine, where can people find more about you? You have a website, right?
Yeah, so my website's MaxineClancy.com. And I'm very, I'm on Instagram under my own name, Maxine Clancy. Okay. And I have a Facebook page, Maxine Clancy Coaching, and I'm on Facebook. So just
anywhere,
type my name in, you'll find me all over the place.
Yeah, I will post the links on my blog as well, so people can find you. And you also have a gift for our listeners, right?
Yeah, I have. So it's a free download that is called The One Thing That Stops You from Selling Online Courses on Amazon. So it's the thing that really gets in the way and that prevents people. And that's a free download.
Cool.
We'll put the link in so then people can find it.
Awesome. Okay, and before we finish, what would be your, and we covered a lot about the courses and love and being an entrepreneur. So what would be your, let's say, final tip for people who are just thinking about courses, or maybe they've created something and they're not selling, or it's not going as they want? And
okay, so I think there's a couple of things. I think really you've got to have a title that catches, people's attention, and that really shares with people what they're going to get. So, mine's the divorce detox. It's very clear you're going to detox your divorce.
Right.
The love course, my new course, it's a course about love. That's very clear. How to get over divorce stress in 7 days or less. Very clear. So make sure your title's like really clear. And the other thing I would say is you really want to make sure you're getting your course in front of your audience. So think about, where are your audience? Make sure it's not too big, and make sure the pricing's right. I think they're the key things. Is you've got to, you could have the best course in the world, but if no one knows where to find you, or no one sees it, it's not because your course, there's something wrong with your course. It's because it's just not in front of the right people.
Yeah.
So look at that. I personally, Amazon works for me. Look at the different marketplaces where you think your people are hanging out. That's what I'd say.
No, that's a perfect example, and I love how you found Amazon to work for you because it never really crosses my mind. I was looking at all the other platforms, and I really thank you for taking the time to share this with us, and share some tips how we can make great courses.
It's my pleasure. Well, I'm sure with your products as well, with what you do, you could definitely be on there.
Oh, thank you. I will try that.
Have you got an online course?
I have few, actually. I'm still creating few. I have plenty of ideas.
Yeah.
But my biggest struggle actually is what you said, to put it in front of the right people, and doing it, getting this audience and in front of more eyes. So this is definitely a cool strategy. I will try out.
Yeah, I would say though, still create your email. It's like, this is don't stop doing all the things that you do, because
I agree.
You find the one that, it's the same. Don't put all eggs in one basket, is it?
Exactly. Okay, thank you so much. I am Alika Tertic, and this was Coffee Chat with Dream Life Creators. Bye.
Bye.